Have you been to a club and you see a really hot guy across the room and you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, you don't really have the courage to approach him, to get his number, to talk to him? Well, this has happened to everybody. There was a guy in a club that saw me right across the room and he really wanted to talk to me. So he went on Grindr trying to find me because he was afraid of being rejected. So he went on Grindr, found me and said hi to me. And then I saw him right across the room keep staring at me. So I said, okay, cool. I'm just gonna approach him and talk to him instead of just texting back and forth literally, 50 feet away. But this is my scenario and the way I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. You don't have the flexibility, you don't have the apps to actually talk to people and try to avoid rejection. You have to face rejection up front in reality, in real life. If you like somebody back then, you have to actually approach that person and say, hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so, and then hopefully he wouldn't reject you. But nowadays, because we're so crippled with fear and we are so used to all these apps, we can actually hide behind these apps to kind of avoid rejection. But it's also kind of amplified the rejection because back then, in a night, if you approach 1, 2, maybe 3, when you have that courage to approach these people, if you get rejected by all 3, that's okay. You go home and you're like, oh, that sucked. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it for a while. But sometimes on these new apps nowadays that you guys are on, you're gonna be rejected 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 times because people are just gonna swipe left on you, or if you message the person and then they wouldn't respond back to you, that really feels like crap and you're gonna feel really sad about yourself and dejected for a long, long time because you just got rejected within the span of a day by 5, 10, 15, 20, a large amount of people. And so it feels like the world is ending. It would crush your spirit and it would crush your courage. If you do find yourself in this predicament, I would suggest that you delete the apps and let your mind just kind of rest from that for a while, because too many rejections, it does really bring you down regardless of how confident you are. I've been there. When I've been on Grindr or Tinder or any of these apps and then people don't respond back to me, it hurts. It really hurts. And so many times that people do that, it makes you feel like, am I worth it? Is it me? Am I the person that the other people don't really want? But a lot of times it's not just you, because you have done it to others too, where you just kind of swipe left incessantly, without even thinking. So when you're taking it personally, but on the other end, the other person maybe just didn't like maybe the shirt you wear or something like that, something very benign, something very trivial. And I really would encourage you, next time, really kind of build your confidence in reality, in real life. Approach a guy right across the way from you, right across the room from you in a club, instead of actually be so timid and on the apps and try and find him. Hopefully he's on there so that you can actually just talk to him instead of actually talk to him in reality. So try that and see what happens. Let me know.